purely by accident. I was in the insurance business, and I had a friend that was in the mortgage business, and he looked like he was having a lot more fun than I was. And I asked if I could shadow him for a while, and I did. And the rest is history. That was 31 years ago, so never looked back. Customer service, to me, is making sure that our clients are treated the same as I'd want to be treated and the way my staff wants to be treated. I want to make sure that our clients are kept informed every step of the way. It's very important that our clients are in a better position after finishing with us than they were when we started. And the goal would be to make sure that they, when entering into one of the scariest things of their lives, they come out confident, secure, and happy with everything that had transpired. We give the client the opportunity to shop. We give the client the ability to weed through the bank jargon, lender jargon, without them having to do it on their own. And it allows them the opportunity to see what's available from a multitude of different lenders and lender sources without having to be proficient in that field. That's our job. That's what we do for them. The collaboration between Equitable and myself and my staff, I think, is most important, simply because they're able to help us weed through a file that might not fit a traditional bank, your traditional Big Five bank type lenders. They're able to think outside the box, and they're willing to lend to individuals where the deal makes sense. And I think that's what our industry has lost for a long time, the ability to make sense of a deal. Equitable shines in that area. Landscaping. I'd probably be doing gardening, landscaping, out in the sun. That's actually what I studied in college, and quite a shift to get into the mortgage business, but I love being out in nature and landscaping and that type of thing. I think that would be my choice, yeah. Well, I happen to be working on one right now where it's a client who lives offshore and cannot file taxes in Canada due to Canadian residency. They've basically given up their residency status for tax purposes, and I was stumped. I didn't know where I was going to be able to get that deal done. She is willing to guarantee the loan for her son being on title, and I found out that Equitable is going to be a prime candidate for that type of financing. So that's where they shine, and that's where they're able to do things that don't fit the traditional type box. Client expectations. Clients need to be taken care of, and if we have a broker that's doing their job properly and we have a lender doing their job properly and we marry the two, the client ultimately gets taken care of. And without one, the other doesn't exist, and the client is going to get jeopardized. So I believe that the right broker, the right lender with that marriage will end up taking care of clients in the best way possible. Anthony Bourdain. Anthony Bourdain had the life that I think everybody would love to have a piece of. Food, travel. He was just he was just free-spirited, and he just loved everything that he did. Sad to see what happened in the end, but ultimately his career path, I think, took a path that I think a lot of people would have loved to have been a part of. And he was just hip and happening and cool. He was just a great individual from what I could see. And I think that's something that I would have loved to have been a part of. Well, I've been married 40 years. My wife is also in the business, so maybe that's key number one. But basically, family time is crucial. We need to make sure that we respect our family. I think that's number one. Without the respect of your family and their understanding of what you're doing for a living, it's going to be difficult for anybody that's trying to do this on their own without sharing their experiences with the other parties in their family. But my family also understands that it's because of our business that it affords us the lifestyle that we have, and they know full well that there are sacrifices that have to be made, and they're accepting of it and respectful of it, and I think the dual respect is what's most important.